What are some of your most fondest memories of Christmas in the winter season? Perhaps it could be the experience of seeing snow for the first time, being on a school bus before winter break starts, or, going on long trips to visit family members that you don't really care about, but don't tell them that. All of us think of different things regarding Christmas, but there's one thing we all remember, or should remember, and if you haven't experienced it, then I'm sorry. There's nothing more special than looking under the tree late at night and seeing those presents, speculating on which one belongs to unless you're an only child, and imagine the shape of it and what could possibly be. Then the day arrives and the gift is exactly what you want because Santa knows. Now what is the gift? It could be clothes, plushie, maybe some electronics games. It's video games. Let's not beat around the bush. Video games and Christmas have been together since the 80s, or any time when video games got popular. Atari? Maybe, I don't know. There's usually only 2 times you receive gifts from others, your birthday and Christmas. And if your birthday happens to be around Christmas, then I'm so sorry for what your parents probably did to you. Video games are so ingrained into our culture today, for better or for worse, and it has no doubt influenced the minds of many children who yearn for that one specific game they wanted either via commercials or word of mouth. Even if you don't play video games anymore, I bet 99% you used to back when you were a kid, and one year you asked Santa Claus for a video game and that was the procedure. No matter if you grew up with the NES, SNES, GameCube, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, you probably wanted a video game, and there's no special feeling than getting the thing you want during Christmas. No matter if it is a video game or not, gifts during Christmas, or any gifts, can mean the most to you. Although nowadays there's Steam and free-to-play games, so some of the gifts have switched to, gift cards and in-game currency, which you can make a discussion for, but that's for another video. I've switched over to PC for the most part, using Steam and the like. The only console I currently have is the PS5, and that's mainly for playing Yakuza, so yeah, everything's on Steam. The feeling of gifts can still be felt during Christmas, such as with Steam gifts and such, but getting a little biased, having it be physically wrapped adds a special layer to it. Physical versus digital, we've seen the discussion time and time before. It's mostly preference at the end of the day, until they start revoking digital ownership, then it's time to sell the 7 Cs. I'm like 20 now, so if I want a gift, I just buy it. But now that I'm an adult, it's now my time to give gifts to younger ones and have them create memories with it, hopefully, or something. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going with this. But there's a ton of memories I've had with gifts that I received during Christmas, the anticipation towards the gift, and what I actually did with the gift itself. My memory is kind of hazy, so actually, no one's gonna want proof, let me just lie. Most of the gifts I distinctly remember receiving were during the Wii/Wii U plus Xbox era. This was during the time of school not being that important and me just gaming all the time. Yeah, I didn't do sports or anything. You can probably tell. I didn't really have a standard of video games back then, so I experimented with everything, and this resulted in me asking for gifts that I both remember fondly and not fondly. Now in retrospect, I'm not gonna be a dick and just throw the gift away. My parents and family spent money to get the gift for me, and I'll always appreciate it. It's just on me for asking for the stupidest gift ever. Paper Mario Sticker Star. Okay, I need to explain myself. I may have gotten the date wrong here. It was definitely around Christmas, but in 2012, there was a special deal going on that if you bought one out of a certain selection of games, you would be given the original Donkey Kong arcade game for your 3DS. This was for Club Nintendo members, I'm pretty sure, but out of the list of games, I chose Paper Mario Sticker Star. The deal is going to be ending next year in January, so it was around Christmas time that I received Sticker Star. I didn't like Sticker Star. Admittedly, this was my first Paper Mario, so it was the worst first impression of all time. I come from a Pokemon/Fire Emblem background in terms of RPGs, but I hated the use of stickers to fight. I mean, it was so comparable with how Fire Emblem did things, but Fire Emblem had durability and felt more strategic. I really shouldn't be comparing these games, they're different subgenres, but that goes to show more that this game just didn't vibe with me at all. I got stuck in the game. At a certain part, I got stuck, and I never got past it, and I felt bad because my mom spent a full $60 to get the game for me, and back then, $60 for like $300 with me, so I was like, I'm sorry, Mom! And I didn't even play Donkey Kong that much. That was not worth the price. I sucked at Donkey Kong. If I was a kid in the 80s, that game would have taken my life savings. Nowadays, I'm kind of a pro at it. But it really was just a simple arcade game. I mean, I respect the history behind it, but $60 for that and Sticker Star? I really should have gone Professor Layton. Or Style Savvy, goddammit. One of the best kinds of gifts you can get are those you can share with your friends/siblings. For me, it was New Super Mario Bros. 2 with my sister. My siblings and I grew up with Super Mario 64 DS and New Super Mario Bros., and those were so heavy on multiplayer. In fact, most of the time I spent on Mario 64 DS was on the minigames with my sisters instead of the game itself. But the thing was, most of it was competitive. Who can pick off the right flower petal? Who can be a dick in the bomb minigame? Who can steal the most stars? It was all versus, which I didn't mind because who didn't have beef with their siblings? But when New Super Mario Bros. 2 was announced and it had co-op gameplay, I was down. We had played New Super Mario Bros. Wii before, and it was fun playing it together, but our disc broke for that game, so we couldn't even get to the second world. Yeah. But hey, me and my sisters had fun playing NSMB 2. It's a game where you can mess around with each other jokingly, but lock in to collect those star coins when they arrive. The ultimate power of teamwork and betrayal. I remember us comparing our coin counts because the game kept track of that, and I don't think any of us actually reached the max limit. We even had the DLC and we never reached the max, so I had to go on YouTube to see what it looked like. Damn, I wish I was that rich. I do feel bad for my parents though. The best thing about multiplayer games on the DS was that most of it used download play, which allowed one Nintendo DS with one cartridge to open up a link to let other DSs play without them needing their own cartridge. This was amazing. Only one person needed one cartridge for a whole bunch of others to join in. I recall Mario Kart DS doing the same thing, and that was super cool. Starting with the 3DS though, nah, you gotta get your own cartridge. I can only imagine my parents realizing being pissed off. I'm sorry. 2016 will always be a memorable year for me. I was focusing hard on YouTube with my horrible video game reviews, watching YouTube drama ensue almost every day and getting to talk about it during middle school. It was an interesting time. One thing that was stuck in my mind though was Pokemon Sun and Moon for Pokemon's 20th anniversary. I was so excited for this game from the reveal to every single piece of info released. I was following every trailer, every leak. I was watching every Pokemon news channel. I was watching Verlisify. And who the fuck is watching Verlisify now?
Nigga, I be with my dogs in the streets. You can just call me Verlisify.
On my really old channel, Awesome Cookie, which is privated, I had whole news videos talking about news regarding Sun and Moon. I was dedicated. I played the Sun and Moon demo and got Ash Greninja because I love the XYZ anime. This channel is due for a Pokemon video. Anyway, when the game came out and I got it for Christmas, there was nothing else I played. Until like Breath of the Wild came out. I was enamored with the movement. We weren't grid-based anymore since I came from Pokemon X and Y, which wasn't exactly the best in my eyes, but I still enjoyed it. I remember Sun and Moon looking beautiful, and god, even today it still is amazing. That feeling of getting an RPG, it being winter break, and being able to stay up secretly playing the game, that's one of the best feelings in the world. The story was more cinematic, I felt more connected to characters, and the soundtrack is still so soothing over 8 years later. I still use it for a ton of my videos when I need a chill segment. I've dropped Pokemon since, and that's not the series' fault in any way, it's just that past 2017 is when I started being more computer oriented, being on the internet way more, and having a faster PC allowed me to have freedom with what I wanted to do. And by that I mean I was just playing Minecraft, Terraria, and Roblox. Listen man, Terraria can fulfill an entire lifetime, and I can tell you right now, 90% of the Terraria player base has a higher playtime than me. It is interesting seeing how Christmas and video games sort of died down for me as I got older. It wasn't because I fell off video games, no, I was gaming every day. It was just the rise of more sandbox games and free-to-play games that caught my eye. I'm not kidding, Minecraft and its servers gave me years for me to waste my time on, and with me making more friends online, games on consoles sort of wandered away as we played more and more PC games. And those don't exactly fit the whole Christmas gift package, even though it can in the digital form. Now I don't think consoles are going to peace out in the future, mostly because of the level of accessibility of just pressing the power button and start playing. You could say the same for a computer, but a computer is also a computer. It can browse files, edit, it doesn't just play games. And if there's anything I learned by going outside, especially going to a Best Buy, people are still stupid regarding computers. So I think there's always going to be a place for consoles in the future. People are always going to want the easy version, the one that requires the least amount of work. Also, some people think an EXE is like dangerous, like it's Sonic.exe or something. What was I ranting about? Oh yeah, Christmas gifts. To end off my discussion of Christmas gifts, let me quickly talk to you about how I would discover games back then when I was younger, besides TV and their awful rampant commercials. Yep, before I was allowed on YouTube, the eShop would serve as the gateway to all the games in the world. It didn't just have games, it had videos and even directs. I remember my brother showing me a Nintendo Direct on his phone, and I was really enamored by the games I was seeing. And once I got my own 3DS, I could actually go watch Direct myself. It was amazing, even though in retrospect I can say it wasn't that impressive considering YouTube was alive and well back then. I just wasn't allowed on it. Watching trailers became a regular activity for me. I would see what games looked like and imagine myself playing it because I didn't have any money, and my parents weren't gonna get me it unless it was close to my birthday or Christmas. But there was one shining hope that saved it all. Demos. I'm sure you guys remember these, and how much they sucked. Seriously, you could only play these demos for a certain amount of times before it locked. It didn't encourage me to go buy the game, it just made me pissed off. But there was one demo that caught my eye, and made me use all my play sessions with it. Rhythm Thief. I've been waiting over a decade to talk about this game. Yes, this is the game for that meme track that got popular years back.
3, 2, 1, go.
But I can assure you right now, this game is amazing. Developed by Sega and released in 2012, Rhythm Thief is a rhythm game that takes place in Paris and follows Raphael, an 18-year-old boy searching for his father while going by a secret identity known as Phantom R. He's a thief, but not in the evil way, he's just stealing artifacts because they can lead him to his father, who was connected to the resurrection of Napoleon after his casket was stolen. Stay with me now. Over the course of the adventure, he comes across a girl named Maria who has a connection to his father, has to fight Napoleon, gets shot, fights a butler, fights a giant Megazord, and run away from Willow's game police. And how is he gonna live through all of it? What do you fucking think?
3, 2, 1, go.
This soundtrack has been with me since the moment I played the demo. Every track, every track is so good. From the background music to the songs played in the rhythm game, every single track makes me want to go back in time and sign up for a music class so I can accurately describe why I love it so much. I have so much I want to say about the series, but this is a Christmas video, so all I can say is that this was the best Christmas gift ever. What are some of your favorite video game gift Christmas thingamajiggies? I spent like over half the video talking about mine, so it's only fair that you should be able to talk about yours in the comments down below. Also, why were all of mine on the 3DS? I was writing the script in real time, so like once I realized that all on the 3DS, I was like, damn, I really love my 3DS. My old 3DS is actually broken. This is my first 3DS that I have right here. Basically, the top, there's a connector thing, topping thing in here that like that broke. So whenever I flip it or whenever I turn it on, it basically just cracks out. If anyone knows anything about this, or a fix on it of any sorts, please contact me via Twitter or the comments or stuff like that, because I really love to get this back. I would love to get this repaired. It's so really cool. Goddamn, look at this. This looks awesome. Whew, my goodness. Anyway, that's all from me. Christmas should be right around the corner, so I hope you're getting extremely festive and jolly. I'm trying to be jolly. It's really hard. You know, fake it till you make it.